So as we start tonight, Loy, you have just witnessed this stone receding and this outline of a figure is now in the wall. And Pim and Khorek, you all watched this happen. Everyone witnessed this.
So it touched me. Like, I touched it intentionally. I felt it, like, press back, and then it moved away from me and is now an indent the size of a katek.
Yeah.
What happens if I put my body into that indentation?
It feels very warm.
I want to, like, I'm trying to hug it, is really, like, my vibe. I have this moment of, and then I just, like, press myself up against it again.
You get the idea that whatever presence was there is no longer there.
Oh. Where did it go? Where? Come back.
I have my pickaxe out from freeing the slaves. I'm kind of looking around, trying to still see if there's movement, and I kind of also approach one of the walls with my lantern in my other hand.
You're scanning the walls, and everything seems to be very still now.
Pim, take the lantern. And I'm going to just run my hand along the walls, kind of going back the way we came, down one wall, and then back up the other.
Other than that one indentation, you don't notice anything different, and nothing else moves.
Okay.
If I look at the wall, the indentation, does the stone look different? I'm not moving far away from it. I'm very much just, like, still, like, right up close to it, and I'm just, like, pressing my face up against it and trying to, like, sense it in any way, shape, or form.
You're trying to see if the stone is different?
In the indentation, yeah.
It is different than whatever you put your head up against. But it's now more uniform with the wall around it. Whatever was there felt like it was a separate entity.
I have a feeling we're not alone.
Never alone. Always with others. Always around. They're always here. Always listening, watching, knowing. Come back.
Lloyd, did you feel any type of energy from that presence? Was it a force of good, a force of evil?
Warm, so warm, like magma inside. It made me feel all warm and comfy and cozy and warm. Hakunai. Must be Hakunai.
Inside it?
Yeah.
Always inside. Always.
Pim, why don't you keep the lantern for a little bit?
Okay.
And I'm going to actually put up the pickaxe, take out my sword. I'm going to stay ahead a little bit, and if I ask you to stop. Are we ready to continue down?
Yeah.
Pim, you're in the middle with the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Khorek, you're in the front, weapon out, just in case this isn't friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And Loy, you're at the back, probably searching.
Running my hands along the wall. Yeah.
Absolutely. Khorek, you get to the point where you see that this corridor that you're going down, this mine shaft, branches into two different areas. The grooves in the floor head to your left, and there are no grooves that head to the right.
Left?
Is that a question, or is that
I'm asking, yeah,
direction?
Pim, Loy, I kind of look at you.
Oh, of course, I'll follow.
I'm just following, yeah.
Okay.
Unless I feel something moving in a different direction, I'm yeah.
Yeah.
You continue moving on this left path, following the grooves in the floor, and you see that it opens up into a cavern, and there is a track that has been placed out of metal, hammered into the grooves on one side, and covering the expanse of this cavern to a stone platform, the gap being about 20 feet.
A track for like a minecart?
Yeah. The track is essentially two rails running across the 20 feet, and there's a little bit of a lip for the wheels of a cart to sit on, but there's not like wooden slats because there's no trees. So there's nothing under it. So you can't really walk across unless you like tightrope walk across one of these rails. It would be hard. And more importantly, about halfway across these rails, they're broken. So it goes about 8 feet, and then there's a section missing as if something karate chopped the middle of this track and split it.
So we could type rope across like part of it, but then there is like how big of a gap where there's nothing?
About 4 feet.
And you said it's like the track is missing entirely, not like it's been bent or like, can we see like
almost like scissors cut it and it's bent at the ends.
Okay, but like the 4 feet of track still exists and is visible.
Yes.
It would just need.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
What's holding it up?
It's hammered into the stone on either side.
Okay.
So there's a long section of it on the cliffside.
Yeah.
Where you're at.
Okay.
Having recently discovered this new ability, I'm going to take out my cooking spoon and eye it and try and cast Primeval Surge on the spoon so that it grows and grows and grows until it's this massive pole with a spoon on the end of it.
So a cooking spoon would probably be about 12 inches, right? Like the size of a ruler for us, right? We're talking about one of those, right? Like a
It's like a wooden,
right?
It's like a wooden spoon, and I'm going to try and grow this spoon and then control it to try and see if it can.
It would probably be made of copper.
Yeah. To see if it can get big enough to bridge this gap and for us to walk across.
I think
the spoon
Primeval
itself.
Surge, it just says like size of an elephant, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
An object grows to the size of an elephant for intelligence turns. And if it is a creature, it is enraged.
How many turns is that?
2.
That's 2 turns. So how much time is it?
So if you're going to want to do this, you're going to want to plan it out because you don't have a lot of time.
Because is a turn like, 8 seconds? Is that what it is?
10 seconds.
10 seconds? All right. I could certainly...
So you got 20 seconds to run across, what did I say, 40 feet?
Mm-hmm.
20 feet?
I thought you said 20 feet. Yeah.
20 feet. That's not bad. You can do that.
Yeah.
But it needs to, as it's growing, it needs to bridge the gap, right?
Okay. So I will describe this plan to them and see if... have we seen Loy cast telekinesis?
No, but I'm thinking about if it might be able to help, right?
Like stabilize it or direct it in some way?
Definitely stabilize it. I'm not going to lie. Part of me is like, can we all just ride it?
Can we all just hold on to a growing spoon?
Honestly, for 20 seconds, can we all ride a spoon the size of an elephant and I command the spoon to fly us across the gap?
Like just sitting in the...
Like a witch's broom kind of moment. Is there... What are
I mean, there's... Telekinesis is...
It's just an object, right? Like, it's just that I
just
can't
says object,
manipulate
right?
us, but if we hang on to
have like
the
a weight
object,
to it or anything.
Telekinesis, you may mentally manipulate items one at a time up to 10 feet away. And this is like the item is up to 10 feet away for up to int turns.
Okay. So the plan is...
So we only have 10 seconds of telekinesis.
That's true, because I only have one intelligence point. Yeah.
You're only going to need 10 seconds.
If you can
That's
move,
true.
So 10 seconds to get on, cast, get on.
I guess make sure it kind of goes up
Yeah.
so that when it comes down, maybe you get to the other side.
Khorek is all in. Oh my gosh, you all are amazing. I'm in.
Okay. So
Let's do this.
This feels like very much a one-way trip, though.
So can we get some dialogue of that plan coming to fruition, starting with Pim proposing the surge?
I've never been able to do that before, growing to that size, but I wonder if I could do it for something else besides me. And I take out and I hold the spoon, and what if I could make this the size of what I was? Could we make this a bridge to be able to cross to the other side?
Yeah, that could help.
A bridge. You want to go across the way? We can go across the way. What if we didn't? What if we didn't need to run? What if we didn't have to balance? What if we could fly?
What if we could fly, Loy? What does that mean? Can you fly?
Well, I can make things fly. I can move things. I can move things with my mind. I have the mind power to move things with my mind.
That's amazing.
And then we can ride in it across
across the way. Just ride, fly.
Oh my gosh, Pim.
How long could you carry something like that?
Long enough.
Ballpark it.
Like
Or
10
cabin
seconds.
park it.
Long enough, it just needs to go right across the way. Just gotta go. Shoo. Be fast, you gotta hold on tight.
So we're really gonna try and sit in the bowl of a giant spoon and fly it across this gap.
Like Khorek's eyes have lit up and he's just grinning, like looking at you two, like this. He's just like, this is amazing. This is so cool. Yeah, let's do this.
I don't even know if I can, but I lay the spoon down.
Okay.
And I try and focus, and I remember the energy kind of came from this eye patch that my Smitty gave me before leaving on this journey. And before it was like triggered by rage, it was triggered by defending Khorek, but I'm trying to see if I can activate it in a different way and use it for a different purpose. And I focus on how that felt and cast Primeval Surge on the spoon.
You lay the spoon down and you can hear the whistling of the cavern below. And you sense that this could be a long job. And you channel that thought, that rage that you had yesterday, and you try to find the feeling under the rage. What was that helped you grow? And can you funnel that into the spoon? Loy and Khorek are ready to hop into the spoon itself, and it starts to grow, and it will not stop growing, and it becomes massive. The handle of the spoon almost falls across the gap, but not quite.
I kind of catch it.
Three of you hop into the, what do you call it? The ladle? The ladle of the spoon? The bowl of the spoon. You hop into the bowl of the spoon, and Loy...
I'm sitting at the front holding the stick of the spoon in front of me. I've like got my legs around it. I'm like,
we're all like riding it like a witch's broom.
Yes. And you use your telekinesis to bump this thing across this cavern, and it sails through the darkness. The lantern held by Khorek, the only thing that's lighting this area. And as soon as you get it up in the air and going, you feel the fatigue of telekinesis, and it is gone almost as soon as it started. And there's that moment of free fall. And the spoon is so big that you can't see below it. You're blocked by the handle of the spoon. And so you don't know if you made it across. And so you hold on. What was a fun ride is now I've got no other choice. And this thing crashes onto the other cliffside, landing not eloquently, but perfectly safely on the other side. And this moment of checking your body parts and going, we made it. And by the time that's happened, the spoon shrinks to the size of a regular spoon.
Woo! Oh my gosh! Oh, Knave, bless! Oh, you two, that was so amazing. Oh my gosh. So much fun. I was freaked out there a little at the end. I thought we were gonna die.
Pim's very concerned about the structural integrity of this spoon and is checking it out to see if he's damaged the spoon beyond repair.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. In fact, though I don't know if we're ever gonna eat off that again. That is now our writing spoon.
Yeah. It's a glorious spoon. Just for those listening at home, we are playing Knave 2E, second edition. I don't know what the difference between the others, but I wanted to note this paragraph from the book. The heading says, "Reward smart plans." When players figure out clever ways to eliminate obstacles, Consider making such plans automatically succeed. Creative problem solving is a vital skill in Knave, and parties that are good at it should prosper. And this is a fantastic example of players coming up with creative solutions to problems. And I can't help but let them do it. It's a great solution.
Flying spoon!
Invented a flying
Together,
spoon.
Loy and Pim cast Flying Spoon.
I should also note that David has been putting a lot of thought into Primeval Surge. I did receive an email, I believe it was Sunday, maybe Saturday, about things that he could do.
Oh my gosh, I want to do so many things with it. And none of them were creating a flying spoon, but
Wow.
Yeah,
here we
you
are.
never mentioned creating a flying spoon in the email, but I'm very interested to see what you come up with going forward. You all make it to the other side of the track. The spoon, you can see this area where the spoon collided with the stone ground, which will be a mystery for anybody who comes here later as to what caused it. But you can see this track, the grooves return, and you can see the track continues into another passageway. And as you stand before this dark tunnel, Pim, you hear the rumbling that you heard the tend before. You hear that rumbling. It sounds like rock on rock, boulder on boulder. But now it fills your chest as the sound is significantly closer. And you all can hear it creating an echo throughout this cavern that you're standing in with your copper cooking spoon.
Huh.
I press myself against the nearest wall again to try to listen closer.
You can feel the stone shaking, the vibration in the stone. You can feel that, a sensitive vibration that feels like it's pulsing from deep within.
And I tried to vibrate back. I just go. I'm trying to vibrate back at it.
Is it a song? I like that.
a little maybe.
Do re mi.
Yeah.
No, you do, and not. It continues to vibrate for just a couple more moments before it subsides.
Have any of us heard anything like that before? Besides Pim last night. Or last tend.
Last tend, no.
yeah, I'm kind of wildly swinging the lantern around, trying to see if I can visualize, what is making this sound.
I'm gonna just go ahead and start creeping forward while Pim's looking, and actually I kind of like that Loy is trying to match this resonance, or was trying to match this resonance. Okay, yeah.
I still would be. I think I'm going to continue moving along and trying to keep up whatever sound pattern
Repeating it.
I heard. Yeah, just in case it calls back to me.
Okay.
Continue down the path, and every once in a while you hear a little bit of the rumble. It's a little bit more intense. And then suddenly you find yourself in an opening, a dome-shaped opening. And you can see the walls are not smooth here, but look like they have been hacked and destroyed. You can see the remnants of broken pickaxe heads on the ground. Deeper across this room from you, the trail ends, and you see before you a group of 6 stone figures. They have arms, they have legs, heads completely made of stone. And they turn and they cut a very imposing figure towards you. And behind them, out of the earth, is a stone throne. And sitting atop this throne is a significantly larger, giant-sized stone figure. Its fingers would be the size of your thighs.
Oh.
And it sits, and they look at you, and this creature, this stone giant, rumbles as it speaks, and it says,
These mines are closed to you now. You have taken all, and I will give no more.
I apologize for my people's greediness. We have been sent by Hainai. We were told if we did not retrieve a sapphire, it would be our doom.
You seek sapphires where you have taken all my glorious blue gems have been robbed of me. And now you seek one more?
It was not I, nor my fellows, that took any of the blue gems. Perhaps it was my kind, but not I. Not these.
It will take me so many burns to bring the sapphires back to these mines. You want more, you find your people and beg them for your treasure.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I know not the capabilities of Khorek, and so I seek not your help.
Oh, Great One, I'm sorry for what our people have done, but we are not on a mission to take, we're on a mission to create. You see, I have always dreamed of being a smithy, and the fellows have sent us on this quest to get a single sapphire, and they sent us here. Do you believe in the fellows yourself? Do you believe in destiny?
Stone lives beyond destiny. Destiny is the concern of those whose fire will soon snuff out. If you believe that the fellows have sent you on a quest for a sapphire, I am sad to inform you that your quest will not end here.
Do you know anything of the Khorek that were here, that took these sapphires?
They were sad people. They were sad Khorek, and they didn't like each other very much. They abused one another, searching for more. They praised the name of Ware'ik Sur, another Khorek who believed themselves to be the most important.
We passed the bodies of some Khorek on the way here that had died while chained. Were those the Khorek that took sapphires from this place?
Indeed, they took and took until there was nothing to take, and yet they were ordered to find more where there was none to find. And every day they picked at the walls and yielded nothing. A terrible fate, determined by one of their own. So, I do not concern myself with destiny.
We will go then. We'll find their village. And we will not bother you any further. And then I reach onto my gambeson and I take off a brooch. And I said, "It is small and useless to you, but it is blue." And I put down a brooch of lapis lazuli. It's all mixed. It's not pure like a sapphire, but maybe blue begets blue. I am sorry for troubling you.
The figure raises from their throne, and the sound of it moving shifts the room, and you can now hear the source of that rumbling you've been following. It is this creature, a stone shepherd, and it reaches its large hand down and takes the brooch and clasps its fingers around it. And when it opens its hand, it's gone.
Perhaps there is hope for you.
And I bow.
I wish you 3 good fortune on your journey.
And it sits down.
Thank you. And I turn and look at my 2 companions and kind of nod and take a step from the way we came.
I am hypnotized. I fell to my knees when it got up out of its chair. You're going to have to get my attention probably a little bit more intentionally than just making eye contact. But I'm like, I'm just like staring at it, just like enraptured.
Probably walk like a step behind you, and when I don't see you move, I reach down, kind of pat you on the back of it, and then reach down and kind of reach under your arms to help you up.
Yeah, I'm stiff, but I'll get up with you.
Yeah.
What was the name of this Khorek that led them again?
Ware'ik Sur.
Ware'ik Sur.
Ware'ik Sur.
And that was the name of the story I told in episode 2 about
I was about to say, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the same name. I'm just needing to go back in my notes.
In that story, did we have any indication of where that person was?
Yeah.
Or what
they
village
would
they
have
were
went
from, or-
north up the Umbra River, and they would have gone up around here somewhere.
On our map, west of here is a village on the Umbra River.
Mm-hmm.
So are we heading back out?
Yes.
Well,
Flying spoon.
We can't, actually.
Gail knows. Khorek doesn't.
problem.
Flying spoon, eh? All right. Let's do this again. I'm up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I imagine Pim's trying. Pim's like, I'll make the spoon big again. And, what? Oh.
We've all been there.
Out of juice.
I'm tired, says Lloyd. I'm so tired.
I had too much to drink. You all leave this space and you make it back to the cliff face where the tracks, where you did this incredible feat with your flying spoon. And you have this moment of like, can we do this again? And as you turn, Loy, you turn and one of those smaller stone figures is behind you.
Oh.
And as soon as you turn to it, it reaches its hands out and holds your shoulders and then bows its forehead to yours.
I mimic the Josh. I put my hands on its shoulders too. And I sing to it the rumbly song that I learned from the Stone Shepherd.
And you all sit in this moment of rumbly vibration, and lifts its forehead from yours. And you can see now that its face is featureless. It doesn't have eyes, doesn't have a mouth. It's just a kind of round. It feels almost like an unfinished clay sculpture.
It looks like one of the statues that I keep in my home, probably. One of the ones that I've carved.
Perhaps. And then it sinks into the earth.
That is pretty amazing.
I followed it all the way down, and now my hands are on the ground, and then my cheek is on the ground, and...
Where'd it go? Why did it leave? Everybody leaves. Where does it go? Why did it leave?
It has stuff to do, Loy. Just like we do.
I thought this rock monster was about to help us
out! I know!
And then it just disappeared.
How would you think it would help you out?
By
I don't
growing the
know.
stone. By
I was
growing
like,
the
yeah.
stone. Making
Like,
more stone.
turn into like a little stone bridge and like.
I'm gonna run across and jump.
No, you're not.
Why not?
That's scary.
It's 20 feet, girl.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you said it was 4 feet where the drop was.
You're going to tightrope across 10
And then-
feet and jump,
then jump four.
4 feet across and to another tightrope. And then, whoa. No.
I got 1 dexterity. No, 2 dexterity. I typed that in. Hold on a second.
We sleep here.
Yeah. Does anyone have like any rope or things of that nature?
No.
I do have rope and a hook, a grappling hook.
Okay, might be able to work with that.
I don't know how long the rope is because Knave doesn't tell you. It's just
I'm
rope.
sure it's more than 20 feet. You pull out your rope and a grappling hook, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And sitting and across the gap is that stone figure. And it's
There we
holding
go.
its arm out.
Oh, okay. I woof, 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 woof across the gap.
It catches it. And you see its feet sink into the earth, anchoring it there.
I hate making anybody else go first, but I feel like I should hold the other end nice and taut.
Is there any way we can like anchor this other side up high so it's like almost like creates like a zip line?
Mm-hmm. Not too high, but well, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a stalagmite nearby. You might be able to tie it off up there if you can climb up there.
Let me give you a boost, Pim.
All right. I'm gonna try and tie it off.
You get up there, you tie the rope. And what are you going to do? You're going to take your little copper
Spoon.
cooking spoon and glide down this rope? Don't do that. Don't do that. But do that.
I mean, I was thinking my cooking pot, actually, but,
I could do my pickaxe.
I'm gonna use my pickaxe.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you get a pickaxe?
Me?
Yeah, when we were freeing them. I don't know if you kept it.
No. I have a shovel, though. That could work.
Yeah.
So you all take your weapons or your tools and you slide down this rope to the other side. And the stone figure disappears. Hello, dear listener. It's your old pal Jay interrupting the story for just a brief moment to tell you about how you can support the show so we can reach more listeners like yourself. There are 2 ways to do this. One is word of mouth. You could review our show on whatever platform you're listening on, and that platform will then push us out to new listeners. It's awesome. Or you can just straight up tell people about our show, whether that's in a community forum like on Reddit or Discord, or literally just going up to a human being while you're checking out groceries and asking them if they need a new podcast to listen to. I hear people love that. Besides word of mouth, you can also go to patreon.com/getoutofdepth and become a paid supporter of my creative endeavors. Paid supporters get a cool behind-the-scenes look at how we make the show. They get access to secret character questionnaires for my players, raw video recordings of every episode that we've made, and a special post-mortem episode featuring myself and the cast when the season is over. But don't worry, if you're not in a position to support us financially, you can still go to patreon.com/getoutofdepth and subscribe for free. You'll be able to keep up to date on everything I'm working on. I'm very thankful for my audience listening to me goof around with my friends, and I hope to continue making cool stuff for you to enjoy with your friends. And you can learn all about it at patreon.com/getoutofdepth. Okay, all right, enough of that. Let's get back to the show and see what fate has in store for these 3 heroes. You've crossed the chasm and you have heard that the sapphires that you seek are no longer here. Are you all thinking of just leaving the mines completely?
I am. So you will see me just leading the way all the way back unless one of you suggests otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only real reason we're here is a sapphire, so...
And I feel like he would know if there's not any left. I mean, could be wrong, but I think Khorek, respects that figure enough to not try to look around.
Loy might come back someday, but doesn't need to right now.
Yeah.
So you all are standing outside the mines empty-handed, but you all had a pretty interesting experience, and that's priceless.
Mm-hmm. I also have a pretty cool map of inside the mines that I drew.
Whoa.
So you all are in A3 right here. And dear listener, I am showing my players the map, which you can access in the show notes. And you can see the cool little map I made. But you all are in A3. The Umbra, the Great Umbra is to the south. Got a lake to the east and a tower, which you imagine would be the village.
Where that evil
of
Khorek
Ware'ik Sur.
lives.
I'm assuming we're heading there today?
Right.
Yep.
Side quest!
This is main quest.
No, I know.
Yeah, this is still me.
No, I was saying side quest. Let's go up to...
You were like, let's do something
Oh,
different.
you want to
Beach
let's
day.
go check out that lake.
Yeah.
Beach episode.
Minnock Lake.
I get excited for every beach episode. Every Hot Springs episode.
Hot Springs episode.
Of every anime.
Oh, are those boys
care.
gonna get a peek in the girls' locker room?
Yeah.
Every time.
It's always that. It's always how do we get to look?
Yeah, let's A2 it up.
A2 it up. All right, Gail. I need you. Could you roll a d4?
D4. 2.
You all continue walking westward, and off in the distance, you can see the ceiling of the cave system that you're in is sloping down to where you can actually see the ceiling of the cave. It's narrowing. Just a section of it is narrowing down. And as it slopes down, off in the distance, you can see what appears to be a tower. The tower is surrounded by glowstones. There's all these braziers of glowstones, and a small village surrounds the tower. The tower itself looks like it's made of polished marble, and the tower, it's almost like a pillar. It's from the bottom and connects. Looks like it's connected to the top, almost as if it's holding up the caves.
Does it look Khorek made? Or does it look natural?
Yeah, it's definitely made. Because there's carvings and ornate aspects to it. It looks like it was built.
But you said it looks like it's attached to the ceiling of the cave.
They built it all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, almost like
to where it looks like it's embedded, almost like a pillar. But it's definitely Khorek made. And there is a small hovel of a city. I mean, it doesn't look good. Like it's a lot of lean-tos of stone. And you can see more minecarts turned over. But now you see other junk, tools, bowls, nets that are made of like kelp. You see those scattered about. A lot of them are mostly broken, and you're walking into this town. There's no signs of life.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, no fires or anything like that?
Nothing but the glowstones.
Would any of us have ever heard of this tower before? Know any history or any stories of it?
You had heard rumors that the people associated with Ware'ik Sur were building something that they were obsessed with building. The people who traded with them perhaps had mentioned a tower, but nobody wanted to ever come up here and look at it. So in terms of what it looks like, and there's no stories about that.
So Ware'ik Sur is someone that we've heard about from our home village as well, then.
Ware'ik Sur, they were a storied adventurer, an explorer who had searched the Umbra and returned with all kinds of stories that people could not recreate or confirm because it was still so dangerous to even go inside the Umbra. And Ware'ik Sur said, I'm taking the river and going beyond the Umbra. And that's where they had found sapphires. And then said, I'm not only going up there, I'm staying up there, and I think people should come with me. But Khorek are very pragmatic people. And if you're building something that's working and it's safe, there's not a lot of reason to leave it. So some people fell for his charisma, his ability to sell an idea, another town. They were attracted to his personality, and they followed him. And every time they'd come back down the river, you would hear worse and worse stories. They'd have less and less to trade, and they would look more and more gaunt and miserable until eventually they stopped coming down. And the Khorek of your village, Okatun, they just believed that they'd perished or moved on to somewhere else or got lost in the madness over these sapphires. And it looks like that assumption is being confirmed.
There's no glints of blue gems anywhere to be seen, is there?
The tower itself is a blue-hued marble.
Oh.
You said there's glowstones around the tower?
So one of the...
How big are these glowstones?
How big are they?
Yeah.
They're various sizes. They're essentially like porous stones that have been embedded with a fungus that emits a light. This fungus was gotten from the luminal hills to the west on that map.
Oh, I've heard stories.
And so it's something that Khorek do to light the way in pathways. It's a normal thing that Khorek do is they use these to try and help illuminate some of the wilderness for travelers.
Well, I say we approach the tower.
Same.
You head towards the tower, and you notice that there are no windows. There are a pair of oversized doors. It looks like these are the only way in. And the doors have on them thin sheets of silver and gold that have been cut into images and layered to create a unified scene. So super thin sheets of gold and silver, and they've been cut up, and then those images have been layered on top of each other, creating this scene of the 7 fellows all pointing towards a central hole in the upper center portion of these doors. So there's a central hole, and it looks like whatever was there is gone.
How big's the hole?
The hole is about 8 inches in diameter. What's diameter? Is that all the way across?
That's all the way.
Yeah. Radius.
Right, 8 inches.
Okay.
What'd you say, Gail? What is it? Radius?
Radius is halfway.
Yeah, radius is half.
So it would have a 4-inch radius.
Tell me more.
Because I know you like math.
This is a conversation we have when we play D&D every time somebody's like, I do something that's a fucking circle.
And you still can't remember diameter? Wow, every time.
Where were we? Oh, yeah. They're all pointing. Sorry.
They're all pointing at the hole that's
distracted.
8 inches in diameter.
They're all pointing at the hole, and it looks like whatever was in there is gone. What would you guys like to do?
Does the hole actually like go through the door, or it's just like a...
It's embedded almost like a bowl.
Okay,
It's a rounded...
So there's like
a rounded indention.
Got
An
it.
empty stone setting.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's not smooth
Okay.
like a bowl would be.
Which also makes sense.
It has little holes, little notches.
Can I try to open the door?
Yeah.
You try to open the door, and unfortunately, it is not going to open.
Well, you have to knock first.
And I knock.
You knock on it, and you can hear that echo inside, the sound of this metal door accepting the force of your knock. And you all stand there for a moment, and nothing happens. The door is no less open than it was just a moment ago, and no more open. Thought I was being cute.
Pim, I'm going to give you a boost. Take a look at that hole a little deeper. See if there's like any buttons we can press or anything. Boost.
Boost me.
So you climb up on top of Khorek's shoulders?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, sure. Like, yeah.
What were you thinking? Like the alley-oop, the Last of Us move?
Mm-hmm.
Just
But I mean,
hands
if
together?
it's like, you're right. I mean, like, technically, Pim is going to have to be there for a bit. So I kind of, and like, as they grab kind of the hole to look at it, I shimmy to like get my shoulders underneath them.
Pim, you get up there and you can see this indention in the doors that overlaps both sides of the door, and you can see that this is something. It appears to be some kind of locking mechanism, and that it has little indentions in it. But how it works, it seems almost foreign to you.
We have a lot of stones that are baby ingredients. Are there any like stones or anything that might like fit into this groove in any way?
Want to use your baby ingredients for this?
It's not a baby yet.
I cover its ears.
Lloyd covers the ears of this tiny child facsimile.
Which you probably can't see, but you hear like a jingle of rocks as my arm moves underneath my armor to like clutch the baby a little closer to me.
Now Pim'wei's like genuinely confused. He's like, wait, is it? Is this already my baby?
Pim, you slide down Khorek's broad shoulders. You got broad shoulders?
Yeah.
You slide down Khorek's broad... Yeah.
I didn't.
Slide down Khorek's broad shoulders and drop down and are trying to... You're looking around on the ground for something that you can fit in this indention. And you hear the sound of footsteps and clutter moving just around the tower. Not inside, but outside with you all.
Hello?
Be with you all just a minute. Opening up shop.
Oh.
Got late start. tend to last longer for me than it used to when I was a younger Khorek.
We thought this place was abandoned.
Well, I'm here, and now you're here.
Can we see this Khorek?
Can we see? Yeah.
And you peer around, and there
fella.
is this stone slab leaned up against another stone slab, so creating a triangle shape. And then in front of it is another stone slab that is leaned up to them, creating like a stall, like a market stall. And this Khorek raises themselves up on this slab, elbows, and they are so weathered and their skin is tightening up on their bone structure. White beard is not braided. It is flayed out like a lion's mane, but just off of their chin. And they have white curly hair that could be really long, but is curled tight to their head, only about 2 inches off, but it just looks like a dense white cotton ball on top of their head. And they have big brown eyes, and they're looking at you, and their eyebrows are missing, completely gone. And they say, it's always nice to have new customers. We have many items for sale.
Good day to you, wizened fellow.
And good day to you.
I'm,
What is of interest?
Might I get your name?
Bravel?
Pravel.
And you're walking to Bravel's general store.
Oh, so general store. So you wouldn't have any, like gemstones?
Gemstones?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think so.
No more gems.
No more gems. What do you mean?
Do you want gems?
Well, we were told that there were a lot of sapphires in this village, and...
Told you that.
The traders that go between our villages. I'm from Okatoon, down the Umbra River.
Well, you are? Nobody's come from there to visit us?
Oh, we have.
You say us. Does that mean that there are others that still live here?
Well, there's me, and then there's the others. You can see their eyes kind of staring off into space. Yeah, there's others.
Other Khorek?
What?
Other Khorek?
What about them? And what do you want?
Pravel, do you have a partner, family here?
Oh, I used to.
What happened to them?
I had a young kindling, strong, strapping miner. Worked hard. They're working at the mines right now.
Ah.
They were chosen for their ability. Incredibly clever with a pickaxe.
I bet.
They were chosen by Ware'ik Sur?
Oh, yes. Hand chosen. The grace of Ware'ik Sur's hand passed over my kindling's face and chose them to be a miner looking for sapphires. They said the sapphire mines had dried up, but I know my kindling will find them. It's only a matter of time before they come back carrying a bundle.
Yeah. Well, nice. Well, and what do you do with the sapphires when you get them?
All go to Ware'ik Sur.
And where's Ware'ik Sur?
Pravel gestures towards the tower.
How long's it been since you've seen Ware'ik Sur?
And Pravel's eyes dart back and forth at this as if they're doing a very difficult equation in their mind. And there is an answer that they come to that does not sit well with them. Well, I haven't seen them since, they all went inside, and they all went inside. I haven't seen them since they went inside. Since any of them went inside.
Inside the tower here? Inside the mine?
Yes, inside the tower. Another group of chosen were allowed to go inside the tower, and some of us remained out here, like me, waiting for my kindling to bring the sapphires.
We'd be very interested in talking to Ware'ik Sur. Do you know how we might get in the tower?
You want to get inside the tower?
Yes.
I've been protecting the tower for a long time.
I can see that.
You know, the creepy crawlies came for us, and I hid, and they didn't find me. But they found the others. Mushin ravaged us, took some of us away. But I stayed, and before I hid, I protected them in the tower. Paravel holds up a strange disc. I've been keeping on to this. When my kindling comes back with the sapphires, I'm going to put this inside the door. You have to have the sapphires to get in.
Of course.
So they're holding up a disc?
A metallic disc, and it looks like it has weird prongs on the end of it.
Does it look like this might be able to fit into an 8-inch space?
Yep. When my kindling returns, we will join them inside the tower. With pride.
Your kindling was mining for sapphires in the mine to the east.
Of course.
I'm sorry to say that I think your kindling is cooled.
And their hands clasp through their beard, and then they pull down, running the hairs of their beard through their fingers. And they just keep doing that for a moment, staring at you.
We only found the bodies of Katek in the mine.
They were chained together. We broke their chains, and we saw and felt their spirits all around us. They rose out of their bodies and were at peace.
You believe my kindling was among them?
If not, then your kindling must have already returned and is in the tower when you slept.
No. No one gets in without this.
Ware'ik Sur cannot open the door from within?
No.
I try and focus on what I remember the spirits look like as specifically as possible, and I cast Spectacle and make these spirits appear before us in as detailed a visage as I can remember.
And this Katek Paravel is engulfed in this spectacle, this display of spirits that filled those minds with the three of you when you released them from their binds. And he's seeing figures and faces moving out of focus, and Paravel drops to their knees, tears in their eyes, and they reach up a hand, and yet your spectacle is only an illusion and cannot offer them the touch, the warmth.
I do. If I see them reaching, I'll grab their hand, and I will actually get down on my knees in front of them and put my hands on their shoulders the way that the stone figure did to me, and I will press my forehead against theirs and rumble my stone song to them.
After a few moments of this, the spectacle fades, and you're left with Paravel and the sound of that rumbling from your throat. And for the first time since you've met Paravel, they look at you with clear, sad eyes, and they set the disc down on the ground, and they say, "Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen things clearly. Much too long. I have to be off now.
Where will you go?"
I'm gonna go be with my kindling." And they raise themselves off their knees and start to head east.
Where's the disc?
On the ground right next to you.
I will slowly pick it up as they walk away. Flip it over in my hands a little.
As they walk away with tear going down my cheek, I pull out my notebook and I start drawing the face of this Katek. And when I have free moments, I start writing down their story.
Khorek just goes away from the others, kind of up to the general store, just kind of leaning against the tower, trying not to look at the others.
The three of you take on several moments to sort out your feelings about what just transpired. And Loy, you have the disc.
I start to pull myself up from the ground, and I grumble a bit while I go, and I just kind of quietly shuffle over, and I'm not tall enough to reach it on my own, but I'm staring up at the stone, and they said that we couldn't get in without the sapphires, but this looks like a key, right? Like it doesn't need to be combined with a sapphire to...
No.
Okay.
Sounds more like a rule.
When they spoke about getting in with the sapphire, that felt like that was more of like a something you need to be carrying on you.
Otherwise, trouble.
Yeah, but that may have been just a decree from Ware'ik Sur.
Yeah.
And I will turn around and look at what I'm imagining in my head to be like the back of my companions' heads, and I'll say,
We came this far. We're gonna tell him what's what. I hope he's cold in there. I hope I don't find him.
Who wants a boost?
Oh.
Lloyd clearly does not. get
I'll
boosted.
hold the stone out to the one who usually gets a boost.
No. I nod knowingly, knowing I'm the most boostable.
Boost.
It helps that you're not wearing like a cloak of rocks.
It does.
This is what Lloyd's wearing.
So the next, if I ever have to give Lloyd a boost, it's like, okay, make a strength save.
Probably.
Can you actually boost?
You raise up Pim'wei, and Pim, you insert this disc, and it clicks into the indention between the doors. And it feels natural to spin it in its place. And you hear a series of clicking behind the door. And the disc ends up coming to a point where it matches up. There's a crease that matches up with the gap between the two doors. And you hear another click when that crease lines up. And one of the doors shifts a little bit, as if these two objects that had been sealed together have been released from their bind.
Push open.
You push open the door, and immediately you're met with a strange smell, as if this space hasn't been open for a very, very long time. It's dark inside. You hold up your lantern, and some of the glow from the glowstones around you in the abandoned village light up the interior of this tower. What you see in this large room is a circular, it's almost like a donut. The hallway wraps around another interior tower in the center of the room, and you can see another door. This one's significantly less ornate. It is a simple stone door. And this circular section is made with simple stone. What's very interesting about it is that you can see all the way up to the top of this tower, until it disappears into darkness beyond the extent of your lantern. Loy, you look at this stone structure in the center of this hollowed out tower, and what you notice is grooves that are carved into it, lines that wrap around this interior tower, forming a spiral leading ever upwards into the darkness.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And it's when you say that from behind the stone structure in the middle of this hollowed out tower come from either side what appear to be two Khorek. Their flesh is squeezed up against their bones, devoid of any fire, of any magma, of any heat. These Khorek are dead, and they are walking to you.